Welcome back, or welcome if you're new to my channel. Today's topic is going to be little library boxes because I recently, or not so recently, went to some with my mom and I had the books in a bag for I think 2 weeks now, and I think it's finally time to release them and talk about them. Also because I want to use this bag again. So, let's see what's inside. And also, what isn't inside anymore.
1, 2, 3, funk it.
So maybe we are gonna start with these and work our way to the ones still packed. The first one is this one. It's about America, the United States by Walter Weiss. And I only picked this book because I had a test about America upcoming. And it didn't really help me because I didn't realize this book is from 1980. And it didn't help me a lot. So on my next trip it will go back into the library box. Another thing I found is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. And it looks fine, it looks normal, I'm excited to have it. But is it supposed to be this short? Does it really just have 70 pages? Because that doesn't seem right. But I'll find out, I guess. And I'm really excited to read it, so. And it's also fun because it's an English version. I'm currently trying to read more in English. And also, someone else did annotate it. They wrote the translations of what they didn't understand. And I also think they underlined stuff. Or maybe they just translated it. Oh no, there. Where did it go? It disappeared. It really did disappear. There also is underlining. Can you see that? I can't even see it. But there's underlining. And I think it will just be fun to read it like that. So, that's the second one. I don't even know how many I got, so let's just count them. Third one. I'm not sure what this one is about. It's called Genius and Money from Carrino. And also disclaimer, I'm always translating it like I think it's translated. That doesn't mean it's actually the English title. I can only tell you the German one. But yes, this book seems to be about German authors and how they make money or live with their money. Also, most of the books in our library boxes are pretty old because if there are new releases, they are new releases, and why would someone give away a book they just bought? Because I wouldn't, even if I didn't like it, I wouldn't give it away right away. So mostly there are older books, but I don't mind. Fourth, When Hitler's Dead, We're Gonna Dance. Okay, from Heinrich Tietz. Brave woman in the Third Reich. I think Reich is Reich in English, right? I'm not sure. This one I picked. I was a little bit intimidated because there's Hitler in the title, but it's still history and I shouldn't ignore history and I don't want to ignore it, so I brought it home with me. Fourth, this one has at least an appropriate length and it's Paper Towns by John Green. And I hate that it's the movie cover but I love that it's a free book, so I'm not gonna complain too much. It's also probably one of the newest books I have here. It's from 2015, and it's probably not gonna get newer than this. And again, this is the English version, but I think I can handle it, and I'm excited to read it. Actually, that was fifth. I don't know, I just can't count, it seems like. It's also in the middle of the night because it's too warm to film in the day. So yeah, just gonna get messy videos, I think. And I'm sorry about it, but also not too much because I don't wanna die of a heat wave. Anyways, 6. This book, actually we already own. I say we because my dad owns it, but it's currently in my room because he wants me to read it, and I didn't read it yet. Does it help having 2 versions? I'm not sure. I hope so, but actually I don't think so. I'm sorry. Oh yes, what's the book called? When I Was Invisible by Martin Pistorius. It's about the boy who was in a coma for quite a long time, 11 years, and people thought he was brain dead, but he actually wasn't, and that's actually one of my worst nightmares. So maybe that's the reason I'm not reading it, but I still want to read it because my dad wants me to read it. Oh yes, I wanted to check from when this book is actually, because I really want to know which one's the newest. Yes, it's still Paper Towns. I'm a little confused by some of these books. I'm not sure if I picked them or my mom picked them, but either way. This is the 7th book, and I have no idea what it is about. Radio rock and roll. A radio narrator, it seems like. It's called Radio Nights. Oh, but it's clever because it's radio on off. I like that cover a lot, actually. And it's by Tom Lear, if you're interested. And it is from 2009. I'm excited about it, but I forgot that I picked it. 8th. I don't remember this book at all. Nick Horn by A Long Way Down. Oh, I remember the description, but I didn't remember the cover. Probably because you don't see a lot of the cover. But it's about 4 people that want to commit suicide and meet on a skyscraper on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. And they are trying to convince each other not to jump, it seems like. No, they meet and they tell their story to each other. That was a really bad description, but I have to translate it and think, and it's too late to think, I'm sorry. But it sounds quite a lot like a found family situation, and I'm here for it. So I'm excited. I'm also excited to find out how this book looks without a sticker. But I'm not doing that on camera. That's the 9th book. Is it possible that I have to correct myself with every number I'm saying? Possibly. 10. The House of Stairs. 5 Kids Fighting for Their Survival by William Sleater. Why does it sound so scary for a children's book? I don't know. Guess I'll find out. Also, if you're wondering, I have some more children's books. It's on one hand for myself to read it because I am a child actually, but also for my niece and my nephew once they're older. But I want to read it first so I know if it's appropriate or not. And if it's not, I can still keep it if I like it or put it back into a library box. 11, I think. And I wasn't sure if I want to bring it home with me, but it was just too pretty to keep in the box. And I have no idea how I would translate it. But the author is Jan Weiler, and it's about teenagers or children growing up. That's the title. It makes sense in German. I don't know how you would make sense of it in English. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's basically a book about growing up. And I thought that would be pretty fitting for my niece and nephew. But still, I want to read it first to see if it's appropriate. Then we have another book, Borderlines by Andreas Brent. Again, I forgot what it's about. Great, it's about a virus. Andy is getting a surf virus in Bali. A trip through Asia and Australia, and at home nothing is like it was. It also kind of sounds like a road trip situation. It kind of reminds me of All That's Left in the World. Also, I don't know a lot about this book. It just gives me All That's Left of the World vibes. I also realized that I enjoy road trip books, and that seems to be one. I also learned that I don't mind virus books, so this might be great. We will find out. Also, I kind of like this cover. And this book is from 2012. We're getting closer to paper towns. Next up, my brain just died or something. I will text you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will text you again tomorrow, something like that, by Cecilia Ahern. And with covers like that, can't you just tell it's a romance? I will be pissed if it's not, but I think it's a romance. Also with the title. Tomorrow has always lived in the here and now, and has never wasted a thought about tomorrow, until she finds a diary in which her future is already written down. Interesting. Very interesting. Now I'm not even sure if it's a romance book, but I know it's an interesting book. Maybe I was wrong about the cover. Oh, but I wasn't wrong about the author, because she actually wrote P.S. I love you. Forever, maybe. That seems like quite romancy to me. I will be prepared for romance, but I will not be too disappointed if it doesn't appear. Also, I think I forgot counting. 12. Next up, Novecento by Alessandro Barrico. Alessandro Barrico. Pretty sure that's an Italian name, but I forgot how to speak Italian because I only had it for 1.5 years. Barriccio? I forgot. When do you do the C, the Ch, the K? Doesn't matter. The Legend of the Ocean Pianist. That sounds interesting. Imagine a piano. The keys start. The keys stop. You are endless. And in these keys, the music is endless that you can make. The new Barrico, the story of the pianist Novecento, who in the year 900 was born on an ocean boat and will never leave it again. Apparently there's a movie from Oscar nominee Giuseppe Tornatore, Cinema Paradiso, and will be soon in the cinema. Let's see what year this is from. 1994. So it's been a long time since it's been in cinema. But I've never heard of the movie. I am also not sure if this was a good description again. But I really like this cover. It looks nice. Always so disappointing if there's nothing under the dust jacket. But I found a free bookmark. Although there already is one built in. But that's fine. I will gladly use it anyway. I think we're reaching the end. But let me check. Yes, we have my water bottle, a second bag I didn't use, and the last book. This one. And there's a story behind this book. Because we went to the last library box, and it's next to a bus station, so there's the station. There's the station, there's the book box next to it, the little library, and there's a bench to sit down on, and there, laid out like so, was this book. Somebody just left it there, half finished, and they didn't bring it with them. I don't know what they were thinking. Didn't they like this book? Did they forget this book? Was it even in the little library? Was someone missing their bus and had to run? Were they so concentrated on this book? I don't know, but I want to find out. That's why I took it with me. It's called The Faraway Home. And if that isn't fitting, I don't know what is. And it's by Rose Tremont. I'm really excited to find out what's going on with this book. A story like a fairy tale of the current time, of one who moved out to make a better life for his family. Almost 500 pages long. You love, suffer, and are excited with him, and there is a happy ending. A touching book, happy, melancholic, moving, and strange. Orange Prize for Fiction. I've never heard of the prize. I just have to say I'm really intrigued by this book, and also with some others. And that's the last one I have to check. 2012, so yes, Paper Towns is the newest. And I think America is the oldest. There are all the books I found. I'm excited for a lot of these, except for this one. Because I've heard enough of America, I'm sorry. I had enough history lessons about it. I'm excited to learn something from another country, hopefully. And these are the 14 books I found for free in little library boxes. So I would recommend checking out if there are some available where you live. Or if not, maybe there's just a normal library because they're fun as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next.